I103.8.
We have got the sisters in the house. Iman and Luchie are here. Iman is the MD and founder, CEO at Cacao Farming, and Sister Luchie is there as head of products and operations managers. So a bit of a family affair, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. It's just a sweet treat, and you've even come with food. Thank you so much.
Hi, Helen.
You're welcome. Our pleasure.
I want to hear about growing up. So you're from the Philippines. Iman, who was cooking? What were they making? And what were some of the sweet desserts that you were enjoying as kids?
See, we come from a cooking family. So as early as maybe 8 years old, we've been packing food, selling them. Even I was like 8 years old, I was selling sweet treats in school.
And during our summer holidays, we spend it in helping our mom.
Yeah, in the catering business. So we're like an all out food family. Say.
Entrepreneurs from an early age. And you've worked in luxury hotels, in retail as well. I mean, what was it like then to take the leap to start your own company, especially in something as food, which a lot of people try, and there's quite a high fail rate. You're doing incredibly well, but what was it like to then take the step and go, there is a gap here for healthy, delicious farm to table chocolate?
See, for us, because we ourselves, we come from a family of, our mother has diabetes, and we know the emotional and the financial repercussions of eating unhealthy. She didn't have diabetes before, but because of the catering business, being in a kitchen that was hot all the time, she used to drink lots of
Coke. Soda.
Yeah, so we thought if we're not careful, we're going to take the same route that she has taken because we're so much into food. And to answer your question, it's for us, it doesn't feel like it's a different industry because we've always been exposed to food.
We've always been there.
Pricing it, selling it. But for us here in Dubai, the good thing about already having my own business when we started, we design and manufacture for hotel accessories. So I already knew how things go in business here. It's been there for 13 years. So when we built Cacao Farming,
by the time we started
6 years ago,
we've already learned from the mistakes that Iman has already
so
faced.
I was teaching her like, this is what we should not do because this is my mistake. These are so many mistakes I've done in the past. So we can avoid them now. But still, we still make mistakes.
You're only human. And tell us then, Luchie, I want you to make us hungry. Tell us about what's on the menu, some of your favourite things that are created in the kitchen at Cacao Farming.
One of the most favorite things that I've created in the kitchen would be our monster cookies. So the monster cookies, I've developed this for more than a year because the original cookies has a lot of sugar in it. So I have to make it healthy, but also very delicious.
Would it pass my children's test? The 5 and the 7-year-old who love sweet things, and if I even suggest that it might be a little bit healthy, they're like, no, it's yucky. If I didn't tell them, would they know?
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
Yeah. So what's in there?
The not so secret ingredient in there would be dates. Dates is our workhorse. Yeah. Whenever we can, we always use dates.
Because aside from the sweetness of dates,
it's high in
fiber, magnesium. So many good things about
dates
to be said about dates. It's a powerhouse of food, and that's why when she was developing it, we used to less sugar. Like we had a mantra every day: less and less sugar, like the refined sugar. It has to be less. But my nephews and nieces should not identify that it's so that it's healthy.
So you hardly taste the dates in it.
I want to talk about the branding because we know we shouldn't judge a book by the cover, but we can't help it. We eat with our eyes first.
It's the eyes first, yeah.
And your packaging is so beautiful. It's so elegant. You've got this, these soft colours and the metallics and this kind of Art Deco style. Iman, how did that start to come together? Because you're obviously very design orientated yourself. What was that process like that we, as customers might not be aware of behind the scenes?
See, one of the things people don't know about me or about us is I used to work in medical research. So I'm very used to researching, and I love researching. I like reading. So in 2017, when I was thinking, okay, what's the direction? I really read a lot on what's the forecast. Where is the food industry going towards? And at that time, it was all about simplicity, idealized. But people were already leaning towards the past traditions,
Nostalgia.
Yes, nostalgia. They wanted to buy things which remind them of the times gone by when mom was cooking food. There should be a certain level of trust. So the idealized tradition and the idealized innocence, I put it in there. And then I know the bling of Dubai. We love gold here. So I was like, I took inspiration from The Great Gatsby, sort of that Art Deco feel.
Yeah.
So even one of our official fonts is an Art Deco font. And we test. We always test. Like we ask people, what do you think of this? And after a rigorous testing, then we bring it out in the market.
I think what's so lovely about it is whether you're buying yourself a treat, it feels like a sense of occasion. But, here in Dubai is a lot of hospitality, whether it is, for Ramadan or Eid and going to someone's house. And in other parts of the world, you might, take a bottle. Here, it might be a box of dates or a dessert. And it does give that sense of occasion and celebration.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, I think we often forget how integral food is for connecting people and having these moments and creating memories of, sharing a slice of cake or, gifting a box of chocolates.
Yeah, absolutely. We believe that with the food, aside from it being, aside from the ice, eating first, there has to be memory. It has to be, the experience should be there from the time that our driver drops off the paper bag until the time of your last bite. It should be like, wow, this is
a full
like,
experience.
It's a full
Escapism.
experience. Yeah, it should be.
Can I ask you, Luchie, a little bit about the name, Co Chocolat? Tell us about why that's been so important and, how it's been going for you so far.
So Co Chocolat, why Co Chocolat? Co because we are committed to health. We are committed to our community, to our farming community. We are committed to cacao gastronomy. So this is why Co Chocolat. And also having trained in France, in Valrhona. So that's where the inspiration of chocolat.
Valrhona's blonde chocolate absolutely blows my mind. A conversation of the day. Can we talk about the farm though? Because I understand there is a big emphasis on social enterprise.
Yes.
Why is that so important to you as a company, Luchie?
It's very, every chocolate company that makes their own chocolate, they're bean to bar. We are a farm to bar that genuinely farms our own cacao. Interacts well with our farmers. So the traceability, sustainability that goes with our social enterprise is very, very important. How many people, how many farmers are we, family farmers are we helping out by you eating one of our chocolate bars? That's also very important.
See, we are able to genuinely say that we know where our chocolates come from the time that we plant the cacao seedling. And that is why if you see our business card, it says they're cacao doctor. Sometimes people think it's like a gimmick or something, and then we tell them no, actually, because we rehabilitate cacao trees. This is one of the things we've learned.
We did an actual farming training at the farm itself with the farmers.
Where's the farm?
It's in Agusan del Sur.
Agusan del Sur.
In the Philippines. It's in the south of the Philippines.
Southern part of the Philippines.
I love that this is coming back to your roots as well.
And we live in Manila. The thing is, we live in Manila. We've always been city people. And when we started learning about chocolates, that's when we found out, there's actually cacao in the Philippines. So at that time,
and it grows in trees and it's a fruit.
We didn't know.
We really didn't know
we're
about
like
it.
one of those people who are okay, sorry to say, but ignorant sort of about food. But back in 2016, we really took a conscious decision. We have to eat better. We have to improve things, and Co Chocolat is one of the offsprings of that.
Yeah, also because we wanted to find truly healthy chocolates in the market. And unfortunately for us, we cannot find truly healthy that is also delicious.
That's often the sacrifice you make.
Yeah.
You go, okay, I see what it's saying on the packaging and, blah, blah, blah. But
And it's
I'm
like
not
cardboard.
actually enjoying this.
You're frowning and you're like, I'm eating healthy.
It should
This
be
is
a delight.
So horrible, right? And this is what we wanted to change.
So we were researching what is the main ingredient of chocolates. It's cacao.
Cacao, yeah.
So, if you wanted to make really good products, product, what is your main ingredient? It has to be really good. So Iman and I, along with our mother, decided to go to the Philippines, study farming. And that is the reason why we are also called Cacao Doctor, because in order for you to be a cacao doctor, you have to be able to rehabilitate
X number of trees in a year. So if you're not able to produce trees, like make them grow, you cannot officially call yourself a cacao doctor.
That is a very cool business card. Now, things are going from strength to strength, and we're on a bit of a countdown.
Yes.
Because September, there's talk about opening your very own chocolate factory.
Yeah.
We're putting it into the universe. This is going to happen. Can I ask you, Luchie, why have you chosen Warsan 3? What can we expect in the factory? What stage is it at now?
Do you know that you can find in Warsan 3 the Dubai Plant Nursery?
Yeah.
So
it's just across us.
Just across us. So this is all the trees that you see that the Dubai is making our city beautiful. It comes from there.
This little oasis of plants and chocolate.
Yeah.
We actually had the option of going into a more industrial area, but we consciously chose that because we wanted to be near plants and we
Close
wanted
to nature.
We wanted to have the soul.
Yes.
Like, we believe that if you're working, we'd rather be in some, like, our window overlooks the desert. So it's good even for our staff. Like, they don't feel like they're workers, but they're like, because they're going to spend so much time there. And we're trying to build that, like, a family feel, even for our staff here.
Can we, at some point when the doors are open, come and have a little look behind the scenes and have a bit of a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory moment at Cacao Chocolate?
Absolutely, yes.
And more.
Yes, and more. Because Luchie's going to be doing her classes.
Proper teaching classes.
Yeah.
How do you make healthy chocolates? How do you use your healthy chocolates into really delicious food, wholesome food?
So she wants to share her knowledge because, you know, she's trained in France and the US, being to bar. So, and we do get a lot of inquiries how to make chocolate. So we want to create more chocolate makers.
Well, we've had a few inquiries about how to order. So perhaps you can help us with that, Iman. How can people explore the menu, maybe get their hands on some of your beautiful products over the weekend and beyond?
Okay, so we can be found online. It's www.cochocolat with a T, cochocolat. It's cochocolat.com. So we do deliver, and we are found inside. We're a hidden gem inside Ken Delicious, in front of the Dubai Aquarium. We're in a tiny corner there. You might overlook us. Yeah.
Okay, that's really good to know. Thank you so much. So monster cookies, I'm going to put on my list, Luchie.
Yes.
What else should we be ordering that you're really proud of?
Our chocolate bars, our whole cacao beans hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah. We are going to launch our hot choco with adaptogens.
What does that mean?
Okay, Luchie.
So adaptogens, these are herbs that when you take them, the adaptogens adapt into the needs of your body. For example, one of our chocolates will have ashwagandha and maca. So these are for the people who are suffering from so much anxiety.
Yeah. Then we're going to have Korean ginseng as well.
Korean ginseng as well for focus.
The flavor La Vie en Rose will have rose and collagen. So so we take this responsibility of being healthy chocolate makers.
The cacao doctors,
yes.
in all senses.
Exactly.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Helen.
It's wonderful to hear about your passion, about you giving back to, farmers from home. Most importantly, bringing great chocolates here in Dubai as well. So if you do want the website for Cacao Chocolate, do feel free to send me a message on 4001 if you want to find out more. And yes, when the factory opens, we'll be there.
See you soon.
Very happily. All the very best. Have a wonderful, wonderful summer ahead and all the very best. Cacao Chocolate there, sisters Iman and Luchie. Oh my goodness. This has been the fantastic Friday so far. It's all about the sweet stuff. Let's hope the roads are sweet. Oh no, Poonam, please say yes.
Dubai Eye 102.